Hi, I'm Lady Redhawk, and I'm welcoming you to a rare opportunity for a video chat with Sheila Brune, who is an artist, a teacher, and a priestess hierophant with the Fellowship of Isis. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most popular misconceptions. Those of you who are used to listening to the show, Spiritually Speaking, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Needs, you'll remember that every single show I talk about the misconception that we have anything to do with the devil, that there is no devil in Wicca. And I've been fortunate enough to chat with Raven Grimassi on this matter. That seems to be a recurring subject, especially with religious rights being attacked in the United States, that there really be a clear understanding and set of distinctions between pagan belief systems so that we don't get cast as devil worshippers. So Sheila has been studying religious spirituality for many, many years and can speak very eloquently about it. So I thought, along with my friend Albert Kaba, who's the videographer on this, that we might take a moment and talk a little bit about this popular misconception about how it is that Wiccans and pagans got to be equated with devil worshippers. And Sheila's very well versed in the matter as well. So I'm here with Sheila Brune, and we're going to talk a little bit more about why the devil isn't in Wicca. Would you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I think that the idea of the devil worship comes very much from dualistic religions, religions where you have God and the devil. And it comes from a patriarchal standpoint, because matriarchal religions tend to be three-aspected. We have the maiden, we have the mother, we have the crone. And the god form is not a devil. We have the horned god, but it's the horns of animals. So we have these deer antlers. The stag antlers is the very common one. Sometimes the bull antlers, but that really links to a kind of era of kind of agriculture. In terms of the wild man and kind of contacting our wild self, we would look more at the stag antlers for the male. The idea of the devil is really something that comes from Christianity, I think, in the beginning, and is very much about what was called the Tanist, or the opposer, the person that fought God, if you like. But even the images of the devil that you have are within Christianity actually go back to much more ancient figures. So, for instance, Lucifer as an image is very different from Satan. They are very, very different concepts. Lucifer was originally the god of the dawn and known as the reconciler of night and day, and the word Lucifer means light. And he was a very beloved god pre-Jehovah, and obviously was, needed to be kind of eliminated. So that was that kind of mythology that God threw him down. The second figure, Satan, is also a kind of figure that is more like Coyote in the Native American culture. He's the tester. He tests your intention. He tested Jesus. He gave him opportunities to take worldly profit from his situation. So he tests your ideals. And in fact, in some biblical texts, Jesus calls Peter the Satan, because he tests him, all the time, because Peter wanted to sit at the right hand of God. He wanted Jesus to be more political in the situation that they were in at that time. So these two figures have kind of been bound together and woven with a lot of hate forms and used as scapegoating. Scapegoating was a big Middle Eastern thing, that you put all the sins onto this poor goat and drove it out into the sea. But I'm quite interested to find that goats are actually matriarchal creatures, in fact. So that kind of links us back.
One of the difficulties we have with patriarchy, when we do a compare and contrast between Wicca as a holistic system and the patriarchal religions, is the way we look at duality. And could you share a little bit about that?
Yes.
Why there isn't a devil in our system?
Okay, there is the devil in our system because we embrace both dark and light. So we kind of see that, the earth is dark. Within the earth, the seed actually develops within the dark earth and comes forth. Day comes forth from night. Night is not evil. Night is night. Dark is dark. It doesn't have an evil connotation for us. The womb is dark. New life comes forth from the womb. So we embrace night and day. We embrace dark and light because they're two different forms of being, and we don't ascribe evil in the same way that the Christians do. In fact, if we look at somebody like the Taoists, the ancient Chinese, in their I Ching, the oldest book in the world, the definition of evil in the I Ching is actually malevolence. So you can think something's evil because you don't understand it, or you're afraid of something you don't really know, but that doesn't make something evil. What makes something evil is malevolence, the intention of malevolence to harm or to wound. That is what evil is, not something that you don't understand something about. The thing is to become educated and to find out about different people's beliefs. And then maybe you understand that beliefs are very similar. Love is at the centre of all beliefs.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sheila, so much for coming. It's been a pleasure talking with you and sharing just a little bit of this topic. And we're going to hear much more of it on Spiritually Speaking, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Needs. And you can hear the show on susiepeltier.com/live show. And also the date will appear on Spiritual Seekers Radio on the Facebook page. So please follow us along on this very, very important conversation. Sheila, thank you again. Hail and farewell. Namaste.
Namaste.